Hello everybody, today I want to be giving you some tips that could definitely help you out to be more efficient with your overall progression in your account, and it's going to be particularly about the fusion missions, right? Today we got the Fuse Justiciar mission just ready to be done, and as soon as I finish this up, I'm going to be able to get myself a sacred shard. Very much worth getting into it, and now we will check out after this quest that there's going to be more of the same kind, right? So the Justiciar is a free champion you can get pretty easily. We're going to be going over to the fusions panel and we'll see what we require for it, right? So he's going to be part of the relic keepers whole set of fusions that you require to get him this guy done. And right now I got all the pieces that you can already see. We'll check out where you can get all of these different champions, but it's straight up going to be very simple and easy to actually get this guy done and ready. Not just the Justiciar, but you will also eventually be needing to be doing the relic keeper, which is also a decently solid champion himself. You will also be needing some extra parts, which are going to be a little bit more RNG and difficult to get, but yes, we're going to be covering how you actually get this done easily and efficiently. If you want to join my team in Raid Shadow Legends, click the link in the description to get a free Narma as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a fresh start in Raid with a free Narma and 3 epic champs. Click on my link right now. So the Justiciar himself is of the Void affinity. Now you can pull him from just a random Void shard pool, but that wouldn't count for the mission. Now if you actually get him randomly, you still need to be going through the fusion. Now the fusion only needs 4 champions, and these champions are pretty damn easy to get because they are farmable from the campaign. This being a very early progress mission in the game, it's going to be meaning that you are very easily just going to be able to get into those campaign stages, spam a lot of the random levels where you can actually drop these rares, and eventually be getting them. Them being rares as well, you only be needing them to get them to level 30, 3 stars ascended, right? Which is going to be decently easy given that it's not really going to be requiring much resources altogether. So we're going to be going over these upgrades today as we are fusing up the Justiciar ourselves. So as already mentioned, you're going to be able to get all these champions from the campaign stages. For example, over here on, what is it, level 4, you're going to be able to get one of them, the Spirit Host, very easily. You're going to be able to do it a couple times. I mean, it's going to be fully RNG, and that's what I mean about efficiency, right? If you're progressing through the campaign, you finally managed to get this champion, fully just keep it, don't think it's garbage and throw it away. You're going to be needing it eventually, right? Of course, if you do go ahead and focus and farm it, there's your energy spent, so your efficiency is, well, whatever you want it to be, right? Now you're also going to be getting a decent champion over here as well for the fusion. After that one, the Sorceress, so eventually you will also be needing to farm this one, but just for the sake of the Justiciar, you will also be getting other key pieces, not on level 5, but on level 6 her you will be getting the Heiress. Once again, I did farm this one myself very recently. Spam a little bit of these levels and eventually you're going to be pulling one of those. It doesn't take that long. I mean, there's a bunch of champions you can roll from it, but it's certainly easy to be dropping it. You're not going to be getting anything for level 7, and eventually I think it's from level, not level 8. I think that's another champion you need for the next fusion. There we go. Here on level 9 you're going to be able to get the War Mating. Very much a decent champion early on for many avenues because of this massive decrease defense she can put on literally everybody. But anyways, just so that you can go ahead and early farm it, or if you got it around, just keep it or even upgrade it. That is going to be getting you an extra bonus of efficiency. There is nothing from level 10. There is nothing from level 11. Actually, yeah, you can get all the champions that you need for this fusion from the campaign, actually. So there's nothing else you need to be rolling for. The Executioner is over here, so you can also be using it for the fusion after the Justiciar. And finally, we do also have over here our Diabolist, right? On level 12, you're going to be able to farm the last champion. So it all really just comes down to either being lucky and getting these champions early or farming the campaign at the right point, so it's like a little bit more efficient with your energy, so you don't have to go back through all the campaign levels and be getting those different champions. So yes, you can get literally every single champion on here just by doing the campaign, except the Justiciar himself, which of course you can fuse up by using the free champions. Now, I did eventually, you can go ahead and get this really randomly easily, but I did myself sometimes use some of these champions as food, right? I didn't really know better as a new player, and that's why I said you can actually be efficient with this, even though it might seem very obvious for a more experienced player, where you are not going to be wasting any of these very valuable resources early on. As a new player, that might not be that obvious. You see a champion that's like food from a campaign level and you're using it just for leveling up your champions, right? Now, just be mindful, keep at least one copy around so you can get this done eventually. So we're going to be going around and getting all the copies of these champions ready to be used in the fusion. It's going to be extremely cheap, honestly, only to level 30 and simply ascend it to 3 stars. It's going to be taking no effort. In fact, I'm going to be using my already accumulated resources to get it done. In the meantime, doing some weekly quests might as well. So there we go, we already got the Heres, and as you can see over here, I also already have the Templar, which I already showcased, but I do need to fuse him up, actually, or rather, upgrading all the way up to rank 4 to actually be able to do the next fusion, so I'll be doing that eventually. I had to take out some of the copies of the champions that I just had in my vault. There we go, we're gonna be fully fusing them up all and leveling them up as well. So we got our war mating over here, which I am actually using on my, what do you call it, the different faction teams for just empowering your overall faction. I forgot the name of that real quick. But anyways, she's in my team, so I'm gonna have to replace her somehow. It's only gonna be costing you 11 potions to get it to level 30. So it's like extremely affordable, and just an ascension is gonna be also just a couple potions here and there, right? So easily enough done. There we go, we got the war maiden done. We're gonna be going over now for our other 2 champions, which are going to be over here. We got our Diabolist, also maxed out, real damn easy. Of course, if you're missing some of these potions, it might be a little bit annoying just to have to wait for a couple days until whatever the potion keep is around or anything, or it might be a little bit more costly to also have to upgrade other potions just so that you're missing like some of the higher tier ones. Anyways, it's like really cheap to be done. So there we go, we got the Diabolist ready, and I've done so many Diabolists all the way up maxed out simply for the sake of fusing up other champions. I've been using her as food for the longest time, and I am missing one champion, which I think is going to be... Oh, there we go, it's our Spirit Host, who is already level 30. I totally missed it out, so there we go. You're just gonna be fully ascending it, and I do think it's like one from each affinity, if I'm not mistaken, right? We got the Spirit Host here from the Spirit Affinity, we have our Diabolist here from the Magic Affinity, then we have the Heres here from the Force Affinity, and finally we have our War Maiden once again from the Force Affinity. So there's no Void Affinity champion. I guess somebody had to be repeating. So that is all the key components that we require to get this thing done, right? So at this point, we can already just go ahead and fully fuse up this guy and finish the quest, right? Or rather the mission, right? It's going to be that simple. We just go over here to the Relic Keeper and we just put into the slots every single one of these guys. If we go, the Faction Guardians needs to be switched around, so I don't think I have anybody else who can go in there. I'm just gonna have to remove her, and that is going to be just about it. Unfortunately, I'll have to find somebody else to eventually replace her. There we go. She's going in there. She's going in there. We got the Spirit Host also going in there, and then we got the Heres, and we can just go ahead and click on the Fuse, which is gonna be costing a little bit of money. And we could be doing this in a champion chase, which for sure it's a little bit dumb doing it today because I do think champion chase is actually coming tomorrow. But honestly, I don't really care about these things. I'm not gonna finish up that event. No way in hell that I'm doing that. Anyways, and that's over the weekend where I cannot be recording any videos. But anyways, there we go. We got the Justiciar himself, which is, I mean, an alright champion altogether. He's not bad. You're gonna be using him anyways to fuse up the Relic Keeper. So he's gonna be gone from your team anyways real damn quick. We also got a little bit of a breakdown of what he does. Attack one enemy, increases champion defense by 3%, stacking up to 10 times in one round. I guess it's alright, 30% extra defense over time. Attack one enemy, 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff on the target, so I guess. When this champion is hit with the critical hit counter attacks using their default skill and decreases the buff's duration of the target by 1 turn. That's not a bad attack, I guess. You're taking heavy damage with the crits, but anyways, that's something you get out of that, and then you got a little bit of defense in the faction crypts. Not a crazy champion, that being a rare of the Void Affinity. I guess he's kind of lackluster, but he's really just going to be a food champion to me as soon as he's ready to go. I mean, I could just go ahead and do it right now. There, you can go and fuse up the Relic Keeper. Now, you can already go ahead and do that if you wanted to. I could do it right now, and that is already going to be out completing the next quest, or rather the mission, for the next set of things that I need to be doing, right? So let's go ahead and redeem that, and that is going to be the part 3 started, right? So we got all the next 75 missions unlocked, and we'll see what we can do, right? So we already got some of this already done. Clear stage 7 of Karok Castle, and we probably will have a couple of them. There we go. Upgrade a champion to rank 6. We have a lot of these already done, but again, as I was mentioning, you can already get that fusion done for the Relic Keeper, as he's going to be the last milestone on this entire set of quests. Right, there we go. Fuse the Relic Keeper for a bunch of gems and some silver. If you've made it all the way up to the end of the video, I really encourage you to check out Aptoide. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself bonuses whenever buying anything in Raid with Shadow Legends through Aptoide. Those bonuses can go from extra 10% of any amount of money you're spending in the game, all the way up to extra 35% of that much money. And the good thing about the bonuses is that you can then go ahead and use them to buy the things for you instead of actually using your real money. So you're just going to be able to save up in further purchases as you are buying things that you would otherwise be buying anyways in the game, right? You can find out how to set it up on your Android devices like a PC and BlueStacks emulator, or just your Android phone, very easily by following the link down there in the description. And if you go ahead and use my code, which is going to be somewhere up here in the screen, and input it into the Aptoide wallet, which again will be all explained about how to set it up down there in that link, then you're going to be able to get an even bigger bonus from the get-go, flat 5% bonus for literally ever. Just put it in there, and here in the wallet you will also be able to see your purchase history as well as how much bonus you currently have accumulated. So that's literally it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. See you.